Once upon a time, in a sprawling forest filled with towering trees and winding streams, there lived a small, adventurous cat named Mia. Mia wasn't like most cats. Her orange and white fur shimmered in the sunlight, and her bright green eyes were always brimming with curiosity and courage. Though small in size, Mia was known far and wide for her bravery and kind heart, qualities that had earned her many friends across the forest. The forest was a magical place, brimming with life and wonder. Rivers glistened like bands of silver under the sun, birds filled the air with music, and meadows stretched endlessly, blanketed in wildflowers. Each day, Mia explored its secrets, making it her mission to meet every creature and hear every story the forest had to offer. One morning, as the sun peeked through the leafy canopy, Mia stretched in her tiny den, nestled at the base of an old oak tree. Today was no ordinary day. She had planned a picnic under the spreading branches by Crystal Lake, the prettiest spot in the entire forest. The lake's waters sparkled like diamonds, and its edges were fringed by towering reeds and cheerful yellow flowers. Mia carefully packed a basket with fresh berries, crunchy nuts, and the small fish she'd skillfully caught the day before. Then, securing a bright red ribbon around it, she trotted out of her den. As she made her way through the forest, Mia greeted her neighbors with cheerful hellos. "Good morning, Mr. Owl," she called to the ancient brown owl perched above in a hollow tree. Mr. Owl blinked his tremendous eyes at her and replied with a slow chuckle. "Up to another adventure, are you, Mia?" "I'm headed to Crystal Lake for a picnic with my friends," Mia said brightly. "Care to join us?" "Ah, no, thank you, my dear," he hooted kindly. "I think I'll stick to the shade and watch the day pass, but you enjoy yourself." On she went, her steps light and filled with purpose. As Mia passed a patch of thick grass, out popped Benny the bunny, his gray fur shimmering in the sunlight. "Hi, Mia," Benny chirped, his long ears twitching with excitement. "Going somewhere fun?" "To a picnic by the lake," she said. "Come with me, there's plenty of food to share." Benny's nose wiggled happily. "I brought some carrots. Let's go." Bounding alongside her, Benny chattered about the biggest clover patch he'd just discovered. Soon, they arrived at Crystal Lake, where their friends were already waiting. Lila the fox lounged gracefully on a warm rock, her magnificent red fur catching the light. Max the bear, his large frame casting a long shadow, was arranging freshly picked apples on a log. Polly the parrot preened herself, her colorful feathers flashing bright blues, greens, and yellows. As Mia approached Crystal Lake, her friends greeted her with playful banter and warm smiles. Finally, Lila the fox teased, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "I thought you'd gotten lost in the forest." Mia laughed, setting her basket down with a playful grin. "Not a chance, Lila." The group gathered eagerly around the food, sharing laughs, stories, and their favorite treats. After their feast, Mia clapped her paws together, her eyes alight with excitement. "Hide and seek! I'll be the seeker!" Her friends cheered the idea, scattering to hide among the trees and bushes, giggling as they went. Mia closed her eyes, counted to 10, and sprang into action, her instincts sharp and precise. She had a knack for finding her friends. Benny, unable to stay still, was quickly found behind a patch of reeds. Leela was curled cleverly in a hollow log, but Mia spotted her bushy tail peeking out. Polly's perch in the treetops made her trickier to spot, but a soft whistle gave her away. However, Max was nowhere to be found. Minutes passed as Mia searched every hollow, rock, and shadow. Just as she was about to call out in defeat, a faint "help" broke the calm. Mia's ears perked, her heart stalling for a moment. "Max!" she cried, "hear him." With Benny, Leela, and Polly rushing beside her, Mia followed the sound to the far side of the lake. There, hidden by thick underbrush, was Max, stuck deep inside a pit. He had been scouting for the perfect hiding spot when the ground beneath him gave way. "Don't worry, Max," Mia shouted, her emerald eyes sparkling with determination. "We'll get you out." Immediately, the friends sprang into action. Benny scouted for strong roots while Lila darted around and found a long, sturdy vine. They fastened the vine to a nearby tree while Polly guided them from above. "I'm coming down, Max," Mia said firmly, gripping the vine as she lowered herself into the pit. Despite her small size, Mia stood brave and steady, helping Max loop the vine around his thick paw. "Pull," Mia called to her friends above. With grunts and teamwork, Benny and Leela tugged on the vine. Slowly but surely, Max began to rise. In a final triumphant heave, the friends pulled him free. Max stumbled onto solid ground, looking shaky but unharmed. "You're the bravest little cat I know," Max said, his voice full of gratitude. Mia puffed out her chest, smiling. "We all worked together to save you, Max. That's what friends do." Exhausted but beaming with relief, the friends rested by the lakeside, watching the sun set the water ablaze with colors. As the sky turned a soft orange, Mia glanced at her companions, a warm feeling blooming in her chest. They weren't just a group of forest creatures. They were a family bound by love, trust, and the promise to always take care of one another. As stars winked into the sky, Mia and her friends headed back home, the forest alive with the sounds of crickets and rustling leaves. They knew that no matter what tomorrow's adventures held, they would face them together. And so, the brave little cat and her friends continued to live happily, their bonds growing stronger with every story shared. The end.